Welcome to the Beginner's Guide to the Grimdark. I'm Saya from Tabletop Mayhem, and today we're going to take a quick look into one of Warhammer 40k's most ancient and enigmatic factions, the Aeldari, formerly known as the Eldar. Chances are you have probably heard the term Aeldari or even Eldar quite a few times in the past month, and that's because Games Workshop has just released brand new Aeldari models, including a handful of brand new Phoenix Lord models, and we're kind of excited about it. But that still begs the question, who and what are the Aeldari, and what role did they play in the Warhammer 40k universe? Today, we will cover their rise, the fall that birthed a Chaos God, and what the Aeldari are up to in the grim darkness of the 41st millennia. We will also spotlight key figures such as Eldar, Uthrain, and my favorite Aeldari character, Yervain. So, let's dive in. The Aeldari are an ancient and highly advanced race whose empires span the stars. Long before humanity even began their climb to civilization, the Aeldari were at their peak. Their mastery over technology and their psychic abilities made them a force unparalleled in the galaxy, and they began to live their lives in such luxury and excess. Over millennia, their society descended into excess and hedonism, with large portions of their population succumbing to an unimaginable level of depravity. This unchecked behavior had a horrific consequence. In the warp, their psychic excess coalesced into the birth of a chaos god, Slaanesh. Slaanesh's birth was cataclysmic. In an event known as the Fall, the emergence of the new chaos god ripped a hole in reality, creating the Eye of Terror and obliterating countless Aeldari souls. Their once mighty empire was shattered, with only fragments remaining. The surviving Aeldari fled to craft worlds. Now, craft worlds are massive self-sustaining ships that drift through space with nowhere to call home. Or they took a much darker path and became Drukhari. Now, we will talk about Drukhari in another video. There were some other options for the Aeldari that were escaping this consumption of souls, and that would have been becoming space pirates like the Corsairs, or falling into cults that worship other Eldar gods like the Harlequin, or those who worship Enid, the god of the dead. Now let's bring the Aeldari to the 41st millennia. The Aeldari are a fractured people, with each faction fighting for survival in a hostile galaxy. The Aeldari that still live amongst these craft worlds are desperately trying to preserve their dwindling race, as well as their race's souls. Saving their souls from whom? Why, Slaanesh. Slaanesh is still at it, eating not only the Aeldari souls, but any souls that come into the afterlife, into the warp. And the Eldar are very aware of it, because when they pass on conscious. So they're very aware of having their souls devoured by Slaanesh. So they have now counteracted this by not allowing their souls to pass on into the afterlife by creating waste stones or spirit stones. So as they pass on, the spirit stones suck up their life force, their souls, and then they place their souls into their craft world's infinity circuit, where it kind of acts as a false afterlife, where the spirits can now commune with each other and live out eternity on these craft worlds. Guess they can't really escape these craft worlds, can they? Not even in death. Don't get me wrong, I would rather live all of eternity in an infinity circuit upon a craft world than have my soul consumed by Slaanesh. As for the Drukhari, they do live their lives out in the webway. They basically sustain themselves off of the suffering of others. And boy, do they cause a lot of suffering to others. Despite their shattered empire, the Aeldari still wield immense power. Their psykers are still some of the potent and most powerful in all of the galaxy, and their technology outstrips that even of the Imperium of Mankind. The most iconic Aeldari is Eldar Uthrain. He is the Farseer of the craft world Uthroe. Now, feel free to come at me if you would like in the comments about my pronunciation of these Aeldari names. I just want you to know I'm doing the best I can. Now, Eldrad is considered to be one of the most powerful psykers in the entire galaxy. He has the capability of peering into countless potential futures. He has been instrumental in guiding the Aeldari through countless crises, using his foresight to manipulate events into their favor. Another noticeable figure is Yurvain, the emissary of Ined. Yurvain leads the Ynnari in their quest to wake up Inyid, the Eldar god of death. They believe that Inyid will be able to vanquish, to kill Slaanesh. And it was because of her that Rebute Gilliman was revived and able to take lead of humanity in the wake of his father's vacation. The story of the Aeldari is one of both tragedy and hope. Whether they will reclaim their former glory or fade into history has yet to be seen. But one thing is for certain, the grim darkness of the far future, the Aeldari story is far from over. If you enjoyed this video and are looking forward to other introductory videos into the grim darkness of the Warhammer 40k universe, please be sure to like and subscribe. And if you have any ideas about other videos you would like to see, please be sure to comment them below. As always, thank you so much for watching.